Hi. So, my lesson will be taught to a year 10, stage 5 music class. The class will last 1.5 hours, where students will be working towards performing with a small ensemble. At the end of the lesson, the class will take place over a double period in the afternoon, over the school day, both in the music classroom and in the practical rooms of the school. The purpose of the lesson is to teach students about the elements and theories involved in blues music, and understanding them through the use of the concepts of music, which include pitch, duration, structure, tone, colour, dynamics, and expressive techniques, and through the learning experiences of listening and performing and composing. So the primary aim is for students to understand the main components which effectively make up blues music. Students will be able to improvise over a 12-bar blues jam with their peers on their chosen instrument at the end of the lesson. Secondary aim, one which is more broad and general, but just as important, is that the lesson will cater for diversity in students and differentiation in their individual strengths and needs. Students will have prior knowledge on the 5 concepts of music, as discussed, and we've applied them already to a number of different styles and genres, which may include rock, jazz, classical. So they will have a brief understanding of the history of blues music. The lesson will begin with blues examples being played via the smartboard or projector, with a heavy focus on improvisation. Stevie Ray Vaughan, B.B. King, Little Walter, and Dr. John will be examples played to the students. There will be a handout sheet entitled Blues Essentials that the students will be able to refer to while in their groups, and there will be a short discussion of the topics addressed on this sheet at the start of the lesson also. So the task is jamming over a 12-bar blues in the key of A in a small ensemble in groups of 4 or 5, and these groups will be delegated according to and with the consideration of students' ability level and their instrument played. Also, at the end of the lesson, each group will be required to record their performance and play it to the class. This case for the use of ICT in the classroom, and also the reason the 12-bar blues in the key of A is because it allows for differentiation in ability and can be lended or played on a piano, keyboard, marimba, xylophone, drums, and vocals also. So the theories that this lesson took influence and knowledge from includes Piaget's cognitive development theory, Vygotsky's social cognitive theory, and a constructive and social constructive approach, or a constructivist approach. Jean Piaget proposed that in order for an individual to excel in one area of inquiry, enthusiasm and passion for it was necessary. Due to the fact that students have chosen the subject in the elective stage, they have already shown that they have a passion for music or acquired a passion for music. Therefore, the teacher is merely guiding that interest into domains of study which align with the syllabus. Also, Lev Vygotsky, who was born in 1896, proposed that we learn through the shared experience with others. Here, through the use of cooperative learning, the students are required to organise the 12-bar blues jam together. This is an example of interpsychological learning, where to solve the problem of the task, each member has to work together. This also inspires higher order thinking. In addition to Piaget and Vygotsky's influence, the class also relies heavily on a constructivist approach. This is because students are constructing their own understanding of the blues through improvising and working collaboratively to create a jam in the band. Assessment of student engagement and learning will be conducted during the introduction of the lesson, with teacher-centered open questions to the students, like, has anyone listened to blues music before? And can anyone remember from the last lesson what chords are used in blues music? And if you can't remember, looking at the sheet in front of you, how many bars are in a standard blues structure? While students complete the task, I have walked around answering questions, demonstrating how students may like to play their parts on the instrument, and offering suggestions for improvisation. The last part of assessment will include viewing each of the ensemble's jams and ultimately judging how effective the teaching strategies used were by the success of the students' performances. Thanks.